She said that American soccer fans, most of them aren't smart. They don't know the game. They don't understand.
Gio.
That guy's gazpacho.
The Bournemouth can take a lame gorilla, okay?
Right, did you know that Arsenal? Guys.
He's got me buzzing.
Up the TOFFEEs. It's hard to up them anyway.
I'm just not even gonna comment on that.
Oh, welcome back to another episode of Footy with the boys. We are awfully close to a U.S. World Cup, also Canada, Mexico.
Thank you.
We have a lot of updates on the U.S. men's national team here. With the roster release just 1 week away, boys, we will know who is going to be representing the red, white, and blue. Have had a good amount of national teams already releasing their national teams, including, shout out, Neymar. The Brazilian squad has been released. And right now, the leader in the clubhouse, Corsu, released their roster as well. We will build out the rest of our U.S. men's national team roster today. Give you an update on everything happening with the players there. And then, of course, Arsenal Ali.
Ali.
Toffee talk. It's going to be a bit of a
Let's keep
funeral
it brief,
for our-
please. Yeah.
That is a tough one. We'll get into some power rankings. And then, of course, our journey to the World Cup. Finding your second team to root for. The boys will run through our new nations that we will pitch to you on why you should support them as your secondary team. Landon Donovan has already done that with Mexico. Mexico is my second team.
I know. I kind of forgot about that.
Clip that.
He did.
Palmer.
He did have
Clip that Palmer and put it into our intro.
He did have
Flag saying it's our second
a
team.
podcast interview about that, and they're like, "How much did you get offered to do
please
that
clip
one?"
that.
He's like, "I got the bag, man. Like, I don't know. I got paid so much." He said, "Looking back, maybe I don't do it, but it's a lot of money." And I was like,
Looking back, brother was like a couple months ago. He would definitely
"No,
do
that
it
was
again.
no. What? The
Like the original comment.
original? Yeah.
I thought he did it again recently.
No.
He's said a
I
lot
don't
of
know, I
things
thought I
recently,
saw
so I
that
don't blame him.
commercial
Yeah,
run
he said a lot of things
They
recently.
just were like, it's World Cup. We're gonna run it again.
Yeah.
But let's get straight into another comment by a former legend on friend of the program, Roger Bennett.
Friend of the program.
Men and Blazers podcast network, the Deuce podcast. Clint Dempsey, aka the Deuce.
That's not a good name for a podcast. I
The
get it,
Deuce?
but
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like
I mean, it's you're taking a
taking a deuce.
yeah. That's not.
Hey, you know where he's from, dog. Dempsey took some offense to some comments that Pochettino had made. Pochettino essentially saying that the mentality of the U.S. men's national team is not quite there yet. We don't have the players to win a World Cup yet. Essentially, what Pochettino was doing just throughout his comments is saying that, if we don't succeed, we really can't succeed. We don't have the right mentality. The culture in America really isn't there yet. The players aren't there yet. Is it valid to be rather upset about Pochettino, the manager, going into a World Cup 3 weeks away, making comments of essentially laying out excuses before it's even happened?
I mean, yeah, of course. He's fucking hedging. He's like, it's going to go bad. It's not going to be my fault. Like, I can't do anything about it.
He was running with the "why not us" for so long.
Is there any chance this is like reverse psychology? He's like saying the players are shit. Try to like.
I don't think there is any chance.
He said it a couple times
I don't
now,
know.
though.
I don't think
kind of a
there's any
weird
chance.
guy.
We don't
He
have
might
a
be
top 100
Kind
player.
of a weird guy, dude. This guy is
If you've not seen
certified
Pochettino's
weirdo, bro.
Instagram stories, if you want to have confidence in the U.S. men's national team roster, don't watch Pochettino's Instagram stories. He's out in like sunflower fields with his full trench coat that he would wear on the sidelines.
I love it. I love
It's-
it.
Like what?
Yeah. I mean, set the expectations so low that any amount of success is a surprise, I guess.
He's
is
also
what
posting
doing.
things like, first you must believe, and then everything else can take.
Didn't he
You-
say
you
like
don't believe,
semifinal or
brother.
bust when he took the job?
He said, like, we have all the tools here to make it to a semifinal. That's the expectation. Why not us? Why can't we win it all? And then made that whole thing of why not us? Why not us? That was like his little coined phrase. Then we get absolutely shit on by Belgium and Portugal. But that might be why not us.
They gave. To be fair, they answered the question. They gave us reasons.
Why not just be
Why
like,
not?
this is why not?
Well, these are the reasons. And he saw the long list. And he said, all right, well, maybe it's not
He
us.
said, okay.
I found out my answers.
I asked a question, they
He
answered.
was like, I was actually asking, and people
Asked
answered.
and
I think Clint Dempsey's absolutely right to be pissed off, though.
Yeah.
He's a mentality guy, if there isn't one,
Yeah.
and did a lot of good things in the U.S. jersey. All-time legend, top goal scorer. So yeah, he should be pissed. He should call it out.
Yeah. Alexi Lawless also made an all-time
We
11
don't have to
for
talk about him.
U.S. players. Did not include Tim Howard or Clint Dempsey.
Did he include himself?
No, I don't think so.
Good.
But
Soft.
just insane rage baiting, and I'm sure that's what he's doing.
There
but
are some goalkeepers that can contend with Tim Howard.
yeah, I'm not sure who he did.
Casey
choose.
Keller,
He
Bradford.
put Tab Ramos in instead of Clint Dempsey,
Okay.
which Tab Ramos was great, but Clint Dempsey is the joint leading scorer of all time for the U.S. men's national team and scored in 4 straight World Cups.
Yeah.
So, or 3 straight? I don't know.
He went
Scored
for
every World
6,
Cup he went to.
10 and 14. Yeah.
Yeah. So, crazy take. Other crazy takes. This is once again thanks to Fox being the person who is or the broadcast company covering the World Cup. They're having a lot of conversations with a lot of their people on staff. Rob Gronkowski, one of them. They're talking about, man, if the U.S. best athletes played soccer, we would be the best in the world.
Such a tired.
Gets absolutely obliterated by just about everyone online for this, but how much do you read into it? If the best athletes in America were playing soccer, does that really matter, or is it more of, I feel like soccer is all technical. No, it's
This is why every
all, but-
country hates us. Like,
I feel like we've had this discussion before.
for every sport.
just a lack of knowledge.
Definitely have.
It's always, of course not. And it's not just soccer, by the way. It's every sport is its own set of different types of things. Like, we're good at the Olympics because of we have a lot of people, you know? Like, that's not actually what those things don't equate, obviously. So, to be fair, Rob Gronkowski, you know, took a lot of hits. A lot of stuff going on. He's not trained or know anything about soccer in general, so
Yeah.
I don't want to bash him too hard, but obviously he's a moron with this take. And we shouldn't
I just
listen
think
to what he says.
there is a severe lack of knowledge on how soccer, like the best players in soccer are actually play compared to what Americans think of. Like for our sports, for American sports, your basketball, football as the top 2. It is if you're just insanely fucking athletic.
Well,
You're,
That's also
you're
that's
doing
also
better.
not true though.
But
football
I mean,
maybe more,
the
but
Eagles
basketball,
drafted a
like,
dude that had never played a snap of football because he had insane athletic measurables.
Okay.
So like,
How
there
many
is-
great athletes though wash out in sports? Like,
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, I think in the other sports of America, the mentality is, oh my God, look at the athletic features of these person. They're insane. We
But
can
it's
train them
also-
to be good.
maybe for you, dude, you might be checking out dudes too much.
I think it's also
But I think in
discrediting.
soccer, you don't talk about freak athletes as much.
Oh, do we?
I think it's discrediting
Do
the
we?
U.S.
It
men's
helps.
national team players who are currently on the roster. They are fantastic athletes. They are world-class athletes.
Yeah.
There's certain types of world-class athletes depending on the sport. Soccer is an endurance sport, first and foremost. You're not going to have a guy who's fucking 6'10", 300 pounds out there on a soccer field doing anything meaningfully.
Beta crouch.
So that's one thing.
6'10",
the cultural
180.
thing's a whole nother thing. The technical thing's a whole nother thing. There's so many reasons why that statement's not true. But like anytime somebody makes that statement, the first thing that comes to mind is like, what if LeBron James played soccer?
Yeah.
If LeBron James played soccer, he'd be a goalkeeper, and maybe he'd be good, maybe he wouldn't be.
Brother, have you seen him play golf? He's got plenty.
Right.
Just because he's good at basketball
just
doesn't mean-
hand-eye coordination.
I think most Americans think if you could have a taller Adama Traore in every single position, that would be the peak U.S. team.
Yeah, but Adama Traore, a freak athlete, he's like a bang average Premier League player
I mean, at
Yes,
best.
at best.
Yeah.
Got no end product, can't score
Yeah.
goals.
I think it is just a lack of knowledge from an
And
American
then you
fan
have a
base.
dude who's like, I mean,
I
look
mean,
at Bernardo Silva.
name any of the top players of all time.
Is
Messi,
he a freak
I
athlete?
mean,
Then he-
Ronaldo's a
Messi's
freak
not a
athlete.
freak
Yeah,
athlete.
Ronaldo is, for sure.
Ronaldo is.
There's
Messi's
both.
a freak
Pele.
athlete.
Yeah, they're all good athletes. They're obviously the best in profession, but a 5'10" guy,
Yeah.
he's not exactly. Like,
Erling Haaland is a freak athlete.
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
Kylian Mbappe is a freak athlete.
like a lot of them are just smaller
Rice.
players like Iniesta,
Declan Rice is a fantastic athlete.
Busquets.
I noticed you didn't say freak.
He's not a freak in the same sense. Yeah, but like Sergio Busquets, right? He's very good endurance athlete, but not freaky strong or
Yeah.
fast.
So then would marathon runners make good soccer players?
I think soccer players make pretty solid marathon runners.
Are we running the
I think
Chicago
the
Marathon?
I think the biggest thing
I
of
think a
all this
marathon
is
runner would give you,
you can be in
correct
shape.
endurance, and then you need all the skill set.
you can be fast, you can be strong, you can have endurance, you can have all those. But soccer is a unique game where it's almost entirely predicated on your technical ability at a certain level. Like obviously you need to be in shape, you need to have these other things, but
It's a mix.
to a certain level, if the technical ability is not there, you can't really overcome that with just he's really fast, but he has zero touch.
I
or
disagree, dude.
Zero.
I think you're
Look at
edgy.
Jokeris, bro. He's got zero technical ability. He's got
Yes.
20 goals in Europe.
Yeah, but I think you're also on the edge of a pretty important point. What's the focus? In America, we focus a lot on athleticism.
Yeah.
Especially in the youth game where you're like, this kid's fast, this kid's strong. He's going to be the star player. Where skill set is overlooked oftentimes because of
Yeah.
athleticism. That's a whole big issue right there. Where other countries might have, well, they definitely do have
Yeah.
in their systems more focus on skill set, ball control, all the things that are going to make you an elite player rather than just pure athleticism. They understand that development over time, you can develop some of those athletic attributes. The skill set has to go right with it. It can't
For the
just
most
be
part,
one or the other.
athletic attributes aren't. I mean, they're genetics for the most part.
For sure.
So
And then you try to maximize them.
The technical is the more thing to learn, and I do think that people don't realize that in the U.S., the academy system with like professional league with MLS that started in 2008. Like everybody else has been doing this for hundreds of years. I don't know. Like they've had academies for
decades,
so
at the
long
least, yeah.
at the same level, not that, but like for decades, and they've had academies. They've had these farm systems where they bring up and they're teaching technical skills. That's not been a thing in the U.S., and that's really not. Besides like the MLS portion, still not really a huge thing. It's you have the MLS sides, MLS Next, MLS Academy, all that stuff. That's still so brand new that is still a thing that is being taught in America is more the technical side rather than Landon Donovan has said this, that it's not just about winning. It's about teaching the kids technical skills and getting them better. Not just, hey, this dude's grown faster, hit puberty faster than other kids, so he's bigger. Let's just punt the ball up to him and have him shield the ball and shoot.
Shout out to one of my students who just made I don't know which one, some MLS Next team. He was very excited, so shout out to him.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
$2,000 for the season.
That's how much it gets paid.
Wow.
No. That's how much he's paying to play on MLS Next after
Oh.
he tried out, paid for the tryout, traveled to the tryout. And I
How old is
said,
this kid? 18?
freshman.
Freshman in high school?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$2,000 for the season. He showed me the email. He was so excited, and I was like excited for him, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was reading, it was like the email was like, "Congratulations, you made it. Thanks so much for trying out. Your check is due next Sunday." Like that's,
Yeah. I mean, get to the
which
next
is
level,
another issue.
you start getting paid.
And I don't even think that's like abnormally high
No.
for high level youth soccer in America.
No.
But that's super cost prohibitive for a lot of people for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, $2,000
$2,000 for a youth sport. that
it's
you have to
cost
pay
prohibitive for me
every single year. Yeah, it's a real decision, and that doesn't
Yeah.
count
Nope.
travel
Nope.
or nutrition, training.
Yeah.
all the other
Nutrition.
things.
So,
Doesn't count your Happy Meals.
best athlete, for all those watching that maybe aren't as familiar with soccer, the best athletes don't necessarily matter. Obviously, it's great to be more athletic and have pace, have all these things, but the biggest thing is that technical ability.
Yeah, and at some point, that will be the deciding factor.
Yeah.
If you're a college player or a pro.
Yeah.
But up until that, then technical should be
Yeah.
prioritized.
I'm going to go through our kind of updates on these other players and what we've seen before I get into my next question. But one of the most recent rumors is that NoahKai Banks is rumored, or people have been hearing that he's on the World Cup roster, has played in one game for Augsburg since the March camp window, did some investigating work there. It is not some type of conspiracy. They did sign a center back in January and then also had two injured that were more senior players. They came in and they've just kind of taken those starting roles in that three-back system. So NoahKai Banks has been relegated to the bench, had some sub appearances now. But what do we make of him if he is, obviously he said he wasn't ready to commit then. If he's ready to commit, Now, there was a lot of shit talked. Landon Donovan, one of the key contributors to that, being like, get the hell out. If you don't know, I don't want you on this team. Center back position is pretty dire. And if he's saying,
Eric Dyer.
I know it's the U.S. now, are you welcoming to him being on the World Cup squad?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Explain these conflicting feelings.
What would have changed for him in those last couple of
I'm
months?
thinking about it. I mean,
Did he think he was gonna like just knock it out of the park with Augsburg and then
Well, he
get
just
called
ma-
up for Germany?
I think it's a bit of,
I can't.
you need to think about things. You need some time.
No, I get it, but
He's had some time was
Yeah.
the whole point. And the fact that he hasn't been playing at all and now he's like rumored to be committing makes it even more fishy of exactly what Palmer and I were saying the entire time. Now, I've said my piece. I think it's bullshit. I don't like that they're giving him the opportunity to do this. I don't like that he's doing this. I think that's kind of everything that's missing from the U.S. squad right now. But, if he's on the roster, I'm going to cheer for him. So,
Yeah.
if he's there, cool, whatever. I don't think he should be, but sounds like things might be heading that way.
from a technical standpoint and player pool standpoint, you want him there.
Yeah.
I think
He's one of the better.
yeah, commitment wise, it's bad. It's not a good look for the federation or for the player.
No,
And by
but
the way,
also,
and-
he has played for the U.S. at youth levels
I
throughout
get
this
it.
whole time. And
I get it.
it's also, there's been other players that have done the same thing with Dest. He was being called up to both Netherlands and the U.S., waited, said he wasn't ready, and then chose the U.S. Balogun, I didn't get called up to England, but he was starting to get a buzz, and he still said, I want to go for the U.S.
I
but he
totally
still
get
took
that, and I
time.
think that's fine. But okay, you want to take the time? Take the time. Don't commit now. Take more time.
It's been 3 months.
3 months is fucking
It was
nothing.
3 months
What has he
before.
figured out in 3 months?
Who he wants to play for, potentially. What you want? How long do you want him to decide on this? A full year, 2 years?
Well, apparently he needed some time. 3 months doesn't seem like he.
3 months is that's a quarter. That's a fiscal. That's a quarter
shut
right there.
up. Jesus
That is a decent.
Christ.
3 months is a good amount of time. No.
This is
It does not seem to me like his reasoning was valid. Like if he wants to take time, if that's the actual reason.
If he was like, hey, you know what,
has
Paul,
he figured out?
I'm interested. I do feel like I want to be part of the U.S., but I don't know yet, and I'm not 100%.
Well, yeah. Then the
But
conversation from
I
Coach
feel
and the
American.
federation
I've been
would be,
having to
hey,
talking
dude,
to Germany.
we
and
need
in
you to
that
join
time-
the camp now because we're trying to figure out what roster we need to bring to the World Cup and how you guys are going to play together. We can't put you in a team and have you play with a bunch of guys you've never played with before.
He did get
right
called into a
before the
camp
World
though.
Cup. What camp?
It was,
And did he feature? He did not, right?
no, but he was in the camp, so he still trained with them.
Right. So he had
riveted.
commitment then, doesn't have commitment midway, then all of a sudden.
Well, now it's
very
a cap tie
wishy-washy.
situation, not a hey, you can potentially play in a friendly, or even then it could have been hey,
He'd only be kept out if he featured, correct?
yes, if he plays.
Yeah.
So
Hey, coach, I'll come. Don't play me.
yeah, I don't think that's going to be what's happening,
yeah,
but
why can't he say that if he's so undecided?
it's a World Cup. We'll move forward.
It's bullshit. We can't
very-
do another 20 minutes on this.
strange,
but
but
the absolute riding that you're doing for this kid is nuts.
If he's ready to commit to the U.S. after he just, I think it's fine to
If,
take
if he
time.
was 24, Flags would never even talk about him.
No, it'd be the same. He's a good center back. I think if you need time to decide what you want to represent, and then not that long after, you're like, all right, you know what, I figured it out.
You think he's in
Sure.
the Germany preliminary roster too? He's in both.
Maybe.
He's gonna play for two teams, so don't look up.
Let me tell you, buddy. Germany lost interest. That's why he's doing this.
We'll move forward to Jedi Robinson scores his first goal in the Premier League for Fulham. Had a penalty, not that well taken to be so honest with you, but
He scored it.
a goal nonetheless.
I disagree. Couldn't be better taken. One in.
Yeah, that could have been better taken.
It looked
You
kind of
sure?
casual. He just like
One
Yeah,
in.
it was.
That's called sending the keeper the wrong way.
Yeah, I suppose. Pulisic got an assist for Milan coming off the bench. He also looked just sharp as a substitute. So
Good.
Hopefully that is a sign of more to come for Pulisic. Austin Trusty was part of the Celtic team that won the Scottish Premiership. Luna adds to a list of some injury concerns. Luna missed a game due to injury. Chris Richards taken off. He rolled his ankle. Ollie Glasner said that Not too bad. Hopefully, they wanted him back for the midweek. So,
Okay.
I'd imagine if he's talking about him already being back so soon, that it's not too crazy. Aronson was also taken off by injury in Leeds game. I don't have the update on that of how bad that is, but I don't believe it's anything to take him out super long, but certainly some injuries to keep an eye on there. And Yunus Musa, our boy, got some minutes for Atalanta. I would love to see him in the roster, although I don't know if he's has any chance at all. But
I do know he does not.
Yeah, I think I do know that too, but I just want to admit it.
I do know.
Reports say Brendan Aronson taken off at the 59th minute. It indicates it was a dead leg rather than a severe ligament injury.
Oh my
What is a dead leg, like a Charlie horse?
Yes.
Yeah, just tightened up.
Welcome to soccer.
That's hilarious.
The hockey reports have come out and they're like,
Yeah.
I had two
A lacerated
broken vertebrae.
spleen, 2 broken vertebrae.
Yeah, and he played an entire series. Last question here on the U.S. men's national team before we get into the roster. Who is the most likely to be a surprise inclusion? There's been some buzz around young players, and I think Paul Tenorio wrote one about Zavier Gozo specifically. I believe Stu Holden wrote about Zavier Gozo as well. Gozo has had a brace and then followed up with another goal in another game, has been a star for Real Salt Lake this year. I think has 9 goal contributions in like 12 games.
So are you answering your
Julian
own question?
Hall. Julian Hall, though, is the leading American scorer in the MLS. Got a hat trick this past weekend. Kevin Sullivan got his first goal. He's not going to be included. But his slightly older counterpart, Adri Mehmeti, is the highest rated player for New York Red Bulls, despite Julian Hall being that star striker. And the midfield depth isn't as good. Who of these young players do you think could sneak into that bottom, last spot maybe that, hey, we're bringing a young player, getting him World Cup experience, has a lot of potential? Is there a case for any of these, or are you kind of more in for a veteran taking that spot?
Well, I don't think Poch cares too much about the future.
Yeah,
he's
the
gone.
second that final whistle
about
blows,
2
he
months,
is-
he is
yeah.
gone, though, dude. Less than 2 months. So.
Back to the sunflowers.
Yeah, so I don't know if he cares too much about that. Maybe the Federation gets involved and says take someone, but I don't really see that happening either.
I can see him marketing, hey, take Kevin Sullivan,
I doubt it.
but I think that would be a little bit more crazy. I think one of the others.
I mean, I have no idea who's most. It sounds like you want to say Gozo with all these guys writing about him. The one that I would want
That's
to
what
see
was
the
getting the
most.
most buzz, I would say.
The one I would
Him and
want to
Hall.
see the most is Mehmeti. That's just because of my affinity towards how he plays the game.
Yeah, he plays
He's just silky, man. The way he turns and leaves people for dead without running, it's
Yeah.
incredible.
also his
And then just picks passes left and right, breaks lines, everything you want in the 6. Honestly,
The breaking
outside of he's not
lines
really
is
a
crazy.
he's not really a destroyer in any kind of way. But he's good positionally, fine positionally.
he also gets stuck in a good amount for his
Yeah,
age.
but it's
Also,
not-
with adults. No, I know.
Yeah.
He's not like
Yeah.
Tyler Adams Destroyer out here, but he uses his body as well to get in front and get in between the ball and other players. He does have, I think, within the top 8 leagues, which I guess includes MLS. I'm not sure how that gets equated, but he does have the most line-breaking passes per
MLS is
game
the top
than,
8
than
league.
anyone else.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it should be.
8.
But
Go like the pinnacle of MLS, maybe, but the bottom of MLS is so bad.
Yeah.
Mike, I think the argument is Hall obviously scores goals. He
I don't think
goals
Hall
to
has
win,
a chance. He's
but
too
you have
young.
3 strikers.
Yeah, and those strikers are just so much
Mehmeti-
clear.
The midfield depth is not really there. Gozo could play that outside wing back role or an attacker role.
Well, Tesman and Cardoso are hurt, right?
Tesman is out for the season, but believed to be fine for the World Cup.
Cardoso's out.
Cardoso is out. So, Mike, do you think Mehmeti, although less gaudy numbers of goal contributions,
Gozo doesn't
has a
play
better
any
chance
wingback,
of
right?
Gozo?
He's like a pure attacker.
no, he's a wing back. He's playing wing back for Real Salt Lake, but he's like Arfston. I think if you're bringing Arfston, you could bring Gozo, and he's a younger, probably more dynamic in the attack version.
I think
Yeah, I
Gozo's
watched
the only
Arsenal
one who
the other
really
day,
has a
it's
chance.
tough.
I don't think Julian Hall, even with how well he's playing, can get in because of the
No.
3 strikers in front of him.
Unlucky for him that
and
we have
for
3 strikers that are playing so well.
Mehmeti, yeah, he's great, but
Midfield's a tough place to play, man.
you can't put
Yeah.
a guy at 6 who's
But this is
never
a player
played
that's
international
probably not
soccer
really
before.
playing that much.
Then why you can't
have
rely on
26
him
players.
to sub in? Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
make
you
any sense to
can't.
include
I
him.
hate that mindset. Even with 26, you can't bring a guy further. Like, if you're bringing a guy,
Yeah.
in my
But I
opinion,
think it's the same as a
it's like,
Roldan
hey,
almost.
in a certain situation, I can put this guy in.
And I think
could
the
with Mehmeti,
only
to be
player
honest.
who
That's what I'm
fits that
saying.
is
But I don't
Gozo,
think
like,
you could.
okay, we need some dynamism on the wing, a dude who can light it up and maybe create something out of nothing. Not okay, we need to put in a ball playing 6. Like that's just never going to be the
Yeah.
case. Tyler Adams is going to be on the field all the minutes of the World Cup.
Yeah.
You'd assume, unless he gets hurt. Knock on wood, that does not happen. Weston McKennie's probably going to be next to him, or another senior midfielder who's
Tessman.
played a lot of minutes. Right.
Berhalter.
I think if you're
I mean,
then
right.
subbing somebody out, you're not
Whereas
subbing in
Mehmeti-
for a
Mehmeti doesn't surpass
tempo setting.
Berhalter or Roldan at this point.
Yeah, Berhalter's having
A great season.
ungodly
And
season
he's
for
contributing
MLS.
tons of goals and assists.
Yeah.
He needs a set piece specialist, which
Yeah.
I don't need to glaze Berhalter, but
Hey,
I mean,
that's a
bunch of
valuable
reasons
thing to
to put
have.
For MLS,
Yeah.
you can only play who's in front of you, and he has been one of the
he's
best
been
players in
really
MLS
great.
this
He
year.
probably should get
So-
a move.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Audrey Mehmeti is
To what, like Middlesbrough?
top
Yeah,
5
him and Aiden could
in
pair it up.
all-star ranking right now for center
I
mids.
love that.
As I think he's now 17. I think he's turning 17. But
Yeah, that's not to like discredit his season. at
No,
all.
yeah, I mean, he's
obviously
been
amazing.
amazing,
It's
but-
just not timing. That's
so you think it's
maybe
Gozo is the most
the
likely
only
of the
chance
young?
like the young MLS emerging.
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I would, and I think it's really positionally relevant.
Based,
Like I think
yeah.
it would be a fullback or a winger is really the only chance in hell.
Yeah.
Even a fullback.
I think if Tessman can't go,
But
I
a
think
fullback is tough.
there's a
Yeah,
good
dude.
chance you
I think the only
but
place you do
the
that.
fullback depth is so shit.
Yeah, I know.
like would you
It's
prefer
so
a Mehmeti over a like if Roldan had to play, would you prefer Mehmeti over him?
I prefer Roldan because he's got experience, played in those games before, is an international player, and is mature.
What I prefer and what I think is the right call are two different things. Because I would prefer Mehmeti, but I think the right call is probably playing the guy who has been on that stage and
Yeah.
has the belief in himself that he can play on that stage. Not that Mehmeti doesn't, but we just don't know that he does.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the roster after the World Cup.
It's
Is
not. It's
going to
not
be
going to
very
be full
interesting.
of 18-year-olds, bro.
No, I'm not saying that, but I think it is going to be a lot more people that you're kind of seeing crazy form from. Some of the World Cup players are not going to be into it because they're obviously just at the World Cup and everything, and going to be into their season.
It depends who they
I think
hire.
you see. Yeah, I guess it does. depend
If
on-
there's a situation where we're subbing on a deep line
Guardiola.
midfielder and Roldan gets called to be put on, I'm like, okay, he could probably be serviceable enough. He's not going to fuck it up. Hopefully he can see out the game fine. If Mehmeti comes on, I'm going to be like, dude, this kid is about to get targeted by the
Also,
other team.
also think about what you'd be subbing on a 6'4". Like
Yeah.
his strength is controlling the game, you know?
Correct.
That's not what you're subbing on a guy for.
No.
Like
No.
you're subbing on a guy to get fresh legs and like get stuck in.
yeah.
That's not what his strengths
or
are going to
you're
be.
chasing a goal and you pull the defender or something.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think Christian Roldan is more of, I don't know, an example when you're wanting to sub on Christian Roldan, but
It's just
I
a
guess
vet.
you're
It's like,
going
hey, go
after
do this,
somebody.
and he's going to do exactly that. And he's going to have his limitations because he's a limited player, but he's going to do exactly what the coach tells him to.
would you rather have more of those people where like you have like a Tim Ream who's older, a leader, he's going to be starting and playing, so it's a little bit different, but Roldan as well, that's like he's older, he's good for the locker room. People have said that he's
Great guy.
keeps the team, yeah, great locker room guy. How many of those do you need before you say, hey, you
Oh,
know
dude,
what?
you can't have
There could be
enough.
a different dynamic player that we can add in.
You can't have enough. Our issue is that our best players aren't that. That's the issue.
Yeah.
The issue isn't that we're like that Roldan's the 26th guy in the roster. The issue is that Pulisic isn't that. You know? That's the issue.
I think Chris Richards is growing as a leader. I saw an
But-
interview where a lot of them were saying that he's gonna get that dog in him. He's gonna push them to go to another level. Tyler Adams.
We
also
need a
mentioned.
new saying other than he's got that dog in him.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be the American media. But let's, with all this kind of stirring in our head, let's go into build our U.S. men's national team roster. It will be released next week, and we'll run through it at that time. So make sure to subscribe and keep an eye out for that dropping. We are now 12 players into this roster. We're gonna list the remaining 14 players that will be on it. We'll go.
Can you give me a rundown really quick?
Yeah, the rundown now is we have most positions, at least starter-wise, taken care of with 2 in the striker position. We have Christian Pulisic, obviously, Balogun and Pepe up top, and we have Tim Weah at the right wing spot. Obviously, could be a 5-3-2 type position where he's a wing back. Wes McKennie, Gio Reyna, Tyler Adams for midfielders. Defenders, we have Jedi Robinson, Tim Ream, Chris Richards, and Serginho Dest. And then in the net, we have Matt Freese. I believe I started the first time. Nick started the second time. Mike, would you like to start this time, or are you deferring?
Yeah, I'll start. Matt Turner.
Yeah.
I think Matt Turner will be there. I think, like I said, Matt Freese, Matt Turner, 1-2. Who's going to be the starter? I'm not sure. But at this point, those 2 guys are the clear
1-2.
Yeah. Potential starters for the World Cup. I think both of them will absolutely be there.
All right, Nick.
Have we not said Tillman?
We've not said Tillman yet.
Great. I'll go Malik Tillman.
Start for
Leverkusen.
Leverkusen this weekend.
Yeah, I'll say Tillman. I'm not a big fan of the player, but I think it's pretty clear he's a lock.
Yeah, I think he's up there. Also, we have Gio Reyna in there, so I'll say Tillman's maybe even more of a lock than him.
Yep.
Where do I put Tillman?
But we're building our roster.
Right center mid?
Any of the mids.
Yeah, one of the mids.
I'm going to go with Mark McKenzie. I think he is probably going to start at that third center back role. He's been having a good season for Toulouse in France. So Mark McKenzie will be my lock here. I also just think there's not a lot of depth to pressure him at this point. I think even if NoahKai Banks is included, that's more maybe at the loss of Trusty or another center back.
Okay. So we got to start thinking a little bit.
Again, this is who we're taking.
It is who we're taking. Yeah. I will do Sebastian Berhalter. I think out of all the MLS guys, he's the most likely lock. He's grown on me a lot. I didn't love the inclusion, but every time he's played for the U.S., he's looked pretty solid. Work rate is great, and this MLS season's been very strong. And he has some tangibles that are important aspects when you're building a team. The set piece speciality is definitely one of them. Yeah. So Seabass.
Did we already go Brendo?
We have not gone Brendan Aronson. Is he a lock? Is he in the roster?
I don't know if we're taking him.
I mean, I don't know. At this point, we're just building out the
I think
roster.
we got to, right?
I
Yeah.
take him for sure.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we can say Brendo. Let's bring in Brendo. He's found his form. Once dubbed the Medford Messi.
Let's move Seabass Berhalter to the midfield, though.
Please.
Even though he has been playing some of that.
We can put Aronson on the wing, though.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can swap Aronson and Seabass.
Put Aronson on the wing somewhere. Yeah, I think that's part of it, too.
Brendo
Like, how
Gozo.
many wide options do we
Aronson,
actually
on the
have?
wing, yeah.
You know, Aronson can fit that role. Obviously, our formation's a little bit wonky, and who knows what Poch actually sticks with. So it's kind of a hybrid midfield 10 role. But, you know, I think he's proven that he's a high-quality player in a high-quality league. Yeah, I don't know. He could start, honestly.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think. Yeah,
I don't think he will.
I think
But-
he might.
There's a chance. I'm going to go with potentially a lock, even though he might not really see minutes. But Haji Wright, the third striker, you can put him on the bench. Palmer there on the graphic. Off on the side, but I think it is almost you have 3 strikers that they've all been in such great form that
Is Ajimang hurt?
he is, yes.
Okay.
That I think they're all locks at this point, and I think that I don't know who's going to be getting the play time if you throw them all on. I know he's at certain points put on Pepe and then throw on Haji later.
I don't even think he likes Haji.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he knows how to use him exactly. It's kind of a weird position.
He's played more striker for Coventry. He played a lot of wing
Yes.
in previous years, but played a little bit more striker.
I think he's looked good most of the time he's played for the U.S.
Yeah.
He scored,
Yeah.
What? He had 17 goals or something in the championship this year.
Yeah.
Be great return.
I
Yeah.
agree. I'd take him.
Yeah, I would absolutely take
We
him.
are taking him.
We are taking him. He's in our squad.
Facts.
Decisions. Might expect Alex Freeman.
Yep.
I think he's got to be there. Bit of a multi-positional player. He could play outside back and a 4-back. He could play, 3-back as a center back. He made a big move to Europe, to Villarreal. He's looked pretty good the minutes he's played.
Mm-hmm.
Great athlete. Go back to the athletics. And he was a standout performer in that game against Uruguay when we thrashed them. I think he scored twice, at least once.
At least once, yeah.
He played really well. I think he'll be in the team, and will contend to start even.
Who's Freeman? Really?
Get that right center back.
He'll get a
Him or
start. Yeah, he'll get
McKenzie.
a start somewhere probably.
Or McKenzie, certainly, I think.
He'll play. Have we said Tessman?
We've not said Tessman. I was
In danger to miss it, but I put him on the plane anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Knockout game. Once we get there, because we will. Just
Yeah.
put on Tessman once he's feeling better. Manage his minutes. Do whatever you got to do. It's a thin spot, so I'm just kind of looking up and down, like, what midfielders can I bring? And it feels sacrilegious to say roll down this early, so I'm going Tanner Tessman.
Yeah, if you said roll on, I'd
Yeah,
be upset.
he's next in the midfield, buddy. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I know. Wow.
Gets thin real fast.
Are we at 20 or 19?
I'm realizing
Right,
how
right.
tough the defense is here. It's,
I know my next center back.
I mean,
You want to leave me a center back?
you have like
I do too.
a Scally, a Trusty, but I don't really want to say them. We already have Gio, Malik, Aronson.
I know.
I think
Because I want to say.
the last winger / number 10 that Pochettino will bring is Diego Luna.
Yeah, I wanted to say that too. It was just so
I'm
many
going to say
guys
Moon
there,
Boy,
dude.
Diego Luna. Pochettino has shown a liking to him, so I think
So we got, who is it?
Bench for him?
Pulisic, Reyna,
you can put him wing or bench,
Aronson.
right wing or bench.
Tillman, 5 for
Wes.
2 spots. And Wes can get in there. Ugh.
Yeah,
It's just a poorly balanced roster, man.
I mean, we just have a lot of players at that position and not
Yeah.
as many
Wes,
others.
Wes can do a couple things. Erickson can do a couple things.
Yeah.
You're going to play 2 of them.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Your starting
Yeah.
lineup.
No, I know.
It's not too unbalanced.
I don't know. It's not
Luna,
great.
Luna. Okay. I'm going to go third goalkeeper because I did the other 2. I think it's going to be Diego Cocha.
Oh.
Really?
You don't want to go to Chicago?
Why?
It's not going to be Diego Cocha. I said the wrong name. I think it's going to be Patrick Schulte. Excuse me. Cochin is at Barcelona. Patrick Schulte is at the Crew. Very different.
Yeah.
Both young keepers. I think it's going to be Schulte because he's been in a ton of the camps.
Over Chris Brady?
Yeah, no Chris Brady?
Chris Brady's been in the last one.
Okay.
But didn't
Rumors
feature.
were that he really impressed.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, Chicago Fire, his very own.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be Matt Freese, Matt Turner, and Patrick Schulte.
That is the most proven out three. Well,
Yeah, I don't hate that.
not very proven 3, but
I think it will be.
We'll go. Did we say him just now? I'm going to say Austin Trusty, dude. Just won the league.
yeah.
Just off
Yeah.
that alone.
Yeah.
Every time he's played for us, he's been awful. But
This last time he was.
He's
Not
been
the
better
worst.
than Cameron Carter-Vickers.
oh, don't get me started on Cameron
He's
Carter
hurt. He can't
Vickers.
go.
I hurt him so that he
Does he
can't
go if he's healthy?
No.
Probably not. That
No,
last guy
Austin
played so
Trusty,
awful.
be your 4th center back. Hopefully he doesn't touch the field too often.
He's a large man.
Yeah.
In there for corners.
Not that bad.
No, he's a
I
decent
mean,
option.
No. None of them are decent options.
Should probably be another center back then.
It's Richards and a
left
bunch of
unclear.
guys.
Yep.
Yeah, but Freeman can.
I have one on the top of my head.
Oh, God. We're at 22.
We were at 22.
22.
I think Joe Scally
23.
makes his way in there.
Joe Scally.
Versatility of
Versatility, huh?
versatility. Jesus. Versatility of playing left
I
I don't know
back,
about that versatility.
right back,
Really.
a right center back position. And I don't know. He's a consistent player in Europe that
Where does
plays
Freeman
week in,
go?
week
Is he on the
out.
left?
Consistently mid.
No, Freeman's on the right.
Right back, yeah.
Scally's also technically
Serviceable.
more right, but he can play left. Has played right center back. Once again, a 3-back
I'll just
system.
put him on the bench. For
You have a Freeman or a Scally that could play there. We're not gonna have another left back. I would put him there.
Well, actually, we might.
Oh, are you guys saying Arston?
I mean,
We have 2 positions. We have 2 slots
Outside my
left.
head for purpose.
Mike, Nick, the final 2 spots of your U.S. Men's National Team World Cup squad.
I can't say that name, so I'll leave him for you. I don't think NoahKai Banks is going to make it. So I think Miles Robinson will.
Yikes.
That's a lot of defenders.
I think
They're playing 5 defenders.
Yeah, you have 3 center backs
Two of them are kind of
starting.
attackers.
He's going to bring 5.
What other midfielder are you
Been
going
a
to bring?
lot.
Tim Weah is at
there's so many
the right
midfielders.
wing position, and he's gonna be a right wing back. Then you also have Jedi, Serginho, Alex Freeman, Scally, Austin Trusty, Chris Richards, Tim Ream, Mark McKenzie. And just adding to that, we're gonna
8
have
for 5 spots.
9.
Who are you going to add? Oh, Barston?
I'm not adding Arson.
You for flags.
I mean, you would add NoahKai Banks, wouldn't you?
No, I think you have to take out one of the other center backs for that. I think you have to take out like a Joe Scally or Austin
You're the one who
Trusty.
put Scally.
I think Miles Robinson
Yeah,
will
I don't
go.
think NoahKai Banks is gonna be on the squad. I don't know.
This is our
I
roster,
think the
though.
rumors aren't.
It's our roster.
Yeah, well, it's too late for that
I
now.
think out
boys.
of all the MLS center backs, you think Miles Robinson probably has the best chance.
Yeah, he's been awful this season.
Yeah, but Walker
All right.
Zimmerman sucks. And
Last pick,
George
Walker's. Actual last pick? I don't know, dude. Everyone's gone. I don't know who else to even put in this thing. We need a midfielder somewhere, but I don't know where to find him.
Roldan.
Dejas,
About time.
Didn't we already say Roldan?
no, we haven't said Roldan yet.
Well, Zendejas isn't going to play in the middle.
Christian, it's Roldan.
Play
Yeah, I guess it is Roldan.
Roldan, Aiden Morris.
No, I hate
Mehmeti?
Aiden
We
Morris.
did not say Aiden Morris.
I hate Aiden Morris.
Well, then say Roldan.
I like Roldan better than Aiden Morris.
Then we go
And
with
I
Roldan.
don't like Roldan.
All right, so
go with
put
Mehmeti.
put Joe Scally at the left back position, and then add in.
Let's bring an
whoever we're
injured
saying.
Johnny Cardoso.
I'd be very happy with that.
Let's bring Leonard Maloney.
You think Stu Holden's still got something?
I didn't hire him.
Yeah. All right, Roldan. That's our roster.
I don't sign off on Roldan being in the squad. I'd prefer Morris.
No, I don't like Aiden Morris.
I prefer fucking Jack McGlynn over
I don't like Jack McGlynn.
Shaq Moore, dude.
Jack
Where is he?
McGlynn.
Mehmeti. Give me Mehmeti.
No, Roldan's in. It's my pick.
What's your last pick, Flags?
Why is Miles Robinson also in this?
I don't know why you
Think
put
it'll be
Miles.
on
There is not an extra. There's not a last pick. That was it.
Yeah, we're done.
Was it? Okay.
I don't like Miles Robinson or Roldan being in the squad. I don't think either of them should be. I think Roldan I feel more okay with, honestly, than Miles Robinson.
Roldan is going to be.
I think he's going to bring another center back, and I don't think he's going to bring NoahKai Banks. So I think it'll be.
Why
Miles
would he
Robinson.
bring like 7 center back options?
Did he? Let's see.
It'd be
Well,
Tim
I
Murray,
don't
Mark
think- I don't think
McKenzie,
he's
Chris
bringing
Richards,
Scally.
Austin Trusty.
I don't think
Alex
he's bringing
Freeman.
Scally.
I think he's a lot more likely to bring Scally than Miles Robinson.
I
He's
don't
called
think
in
that's
Miles
true,
Robinson
actually.
in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Miles Robinson has been in the U.S. setup for a minute.
Do you want me to delete
Joe
Miles
Scally's
Robinson?
been in the last like 2
Okay,
camps.
we can erase Miles Robinson and put in Max Arson if that pleases you.
I mean, it's more likely. That doesn't make me feel any better. I just don't know if we need that because Alex Freeman's also playing a center back role potentially in that
Yeah,
back
okay.
three.
Let's do
But he's
that.
not.
Joe Scally would
Well-
also.
well,
Alex Freeman is not, though.
I'll use my
He's
mulligan.
been playing.
We'll
He's
get-
right center back for most of the games with it.
I am
Then
not-
shifts into a 4-4-2 pressing.
We do not have a backup left back. I see that now. So it's got to be
What am I
Max
doing?
Arson. Max Arson instead of
Miles Robinson.
I didn't
Arson.
fucking want to say his name. I fucking hate him. He sucks.
He who must not be.
I probably score a goal in the World
Well,
Cup.
put
now.
Gozo.
I have
Fuck
egg
it.
on my face.
Put Gozo. Let's get some impressions on this thing.
No, he's
Bro,
not
you
gonna
guys are
play
trolling
left
me.
back. Max Arson makes the squad.
Sick. What a disheartening exercise.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel good about this.
What a
Boy, oh
shit.
boy.
She said I couldn't
Ready for
include
the
Miles
cup,
Robinson.
boys.
Yeah. Remember when this was fun like 2 weeks ago?
Now that we got to the shitty players of the
shit
U.S., it's kind of
sucked.
not as fun.
This shit sucks. Should have never done this.
I think
I'm buying a Patrick Schulte jersey.
I don't understand what Poch was talking about, bro.
But a Diego Kutch jersey.
Yeah, this is Poach is doing the same thing. He's like, fuck.
Fuck,
This was
dude.
really fun for the first 8.
It's like, why not us? This is why.
Poach probably doesn't even think it's fun for the first 8. He
No,
doesn't
it's
think we
not
have any
fun.
good players. He's like,
No,
yeah, this
no.
all sucks.
Yeah.
Throw a fucking dart at a dartboard.
How often has he said like, why'd I take this job?
I think he has 7 million reasons why to say, you know what, it's okay.
He's gonna pick his team based on panini packs. Whoever he gets,
Dude, why aren't we doing panini packs?
we
right
should
now?
do paninis.
You want to
I
rip
don't
some
do
packs
paninis.
next channel?
Let us know. Are you doing paninis?
Are you doing
You
paninis?
want to trade
Let
with
us
the
know in
boys?
comments.
Should the boys do a panini packet?
Roster release
I think
next
it's selling
week.
at Walgreens.
So
They are.
you got it a week early here on
That's a good one.
Yeah.
on Footy with the Boys. Pochettino going through the same
It's like
exact
$2 for
process.
stickers.
You got to
I know,
hear a
but
little
then you
bit
spend so much money on
around the
stickers.
fringes, what it looks like. Let's go to the end of the Premier League across the pond.
The Prem.
Are we
Arsenal
doing it
Alley.
collectively?
Arsenal
We can do it collectively.
won 1-0 against Burnley, a game away from winning the league, a game away from a Champions League trophy as well.
Oh,
Do you want tomorrow? City plays Bournemouth. Bournemouth is on an absolute fucking heater. of a
Yeah,
run
tough
up
game
again.
for City.
Would
Who
you
only
rather
beat Chelsea 1-0?
Would you rather win it that way,
Semenyo.
where it's guaranteed you're into the last day and you can do it, fuck all, you know whatever you need to do, or would you rather it be City win and you know that you win that last game? Scenes.
I mean, listen, it
Want it.
is tempting fate to say I wouldn't want to win it tomorrow. Like that's about as jinx as you can possibly get.
Crystal Palace on Sunday. That's also not an easy game.
Yeah, but
it'll be a rotated Crystal Palace side, don't you think?
yes, definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Listen, I mean, it's
Let's
gonna
just
be
wanna say fuck you to
super.
Arsenal.
It's gonna be super anticlimactic if we win it tomorrow. It just is, like a hate watch.
I don't think it. I think you're gonna be. It's still winning a title, and on that last day, it's gonna be the celebrations and everything goes crazy.
I think it'd be
they play
cooler.
so
I
free.
think you are going to freak the fuck out no matter what.
No, I know
Yeah.
I will, but it's just not gonna be like.
It's not scenes. It's not.
Yeah, you're
last
not-
day.
I'm not
Holy shit! Waiting for the whistle, and then all of a sudden
exactly.
release.
I'm not. By the way, the whistle. It came like 2 minutes after the 7 minutes were up today. Let's talk about that. But anyways, yeah, I am not against winning it tomorrow. That
that
being
stand.
said, if my option was to win it tomorrow or win it Sunday, I would pick winning it Sunday. Now,
Yeah.
the worst of actually no, it would still be better. Even if like Arsenal drops points and City were to drop points on Sunday, that would still, in my head, be better. Like of a viewing experience. If you told me right now you can win the league tomorrow or roll the dice Sunday, I am winning the league tomorrow.
But that's
City
just
to-
the format,
to absolutely
though.
win, right?
Huh?
Yeah, they can't draw, and then
Like there isn't a championship
Yeah,
game.
it
That's
has
just
to
the
be-
format.
they have to win both games, and we have to
Yes.
drop points. Yes.
Yeah.
I think they might have one more goal difference than us, but if they win both, I'd be surprised if they
I do believe they would beat you on goal differential.
I
yes.
think we were up 1 like last weekend, but then they won 3-0 against
Yeah.
whoever they played, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope it's a neutral
The
kind
final
of.
day.
We're
City
tied
wins
on goal
tomorrow.
difference right now.
it would be
Yeah.
really fun.
When's the last time we've had
Sunday.
a final day decider? It feels like it's been a while.
No, the City Liverpool one
Liverpool
when
City?
they both got like
Oh, that's
Like 100 points.
yeah.
That was like 5 or 6 years ago now, wasn't it?
Was that?
Yeah, well, I mean Arsenal's fucking bottled it.
Centurions? Yeah, I know we're getting old. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was sick.
But a last day has a little bit of
I know it has juice.
No, I would. Yeah, it'd have
Hey,
a
we're
lot of
watching this
juice.
game together Sunday.
imagine.
Yeah.
If the title's not
If the
decided,
title's on the game,
Yeah.
on the line, do you want to?
yeah, you guys are fake friends if you don't actually.
Do you want to? Do you want to?
Yeah,
All right.
but I don't think I want to go to a bar.
No.
Let's
you
just
need to
watch
lock
it here. Yeah.
Has there
No,
ever
these
been
are the games you need to
a year
lock in.
where? Has there been a year where the two top teams duked it out at the last game?
I don't.
They
I'm
played
sure.
each other.
I'm sure at some
But
point.
that might be like old Premier
Yeah.
League. I don't
Yeah,
think it's
like
happened
a
in recent
true
history.
champion.
Find that
Championship
out
game.
for us, Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer,
Yeah,
aren't
Palmer,
you
your
a fucking
producer, yeah.
I
computer
can,
guy?
I can look it up.
Anyways, this game today
Yeah.
sucked. Shout out King Kai for escaping
Kai.
a red and also scoring a goal. Odegaard was probably the best player, and he still like misplaced every pass. I thought Saka looked good. I don't know. We won. Who cares?
10 a.m.
That is
kickoff on
kinda just-
Sunday.
Huh?
At this point of the season, it's not. Oh,
Yeah, no, I don't care.
How good do they look? or
As
whatever.
soon
It's
I
just
I
a
didn't
fucking
listen to a
game.
single pundit out. I was like 3 points were done. Like
Yeah.
it's who cares, dude? I watched.
What you
the
think
game.
if Arsenal played? Who the
Yeah,
fuck
dude.
cares? They won.
They're like Arsenal was boring. They weren't at there. I'm like, no one cares. No one cares.
Just 3 more points.
Yeah,
or
dude.
City fucking it up, and
Uh-huh.
you've gotten it. Speaking of fucking it up, we'll go to a little toffee talk. I don't want to spend too much time here personally.
Sorry, really quick. 5 points up with 1 game left feels pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should feel good.
Like I know, but like
10 a.m. kickoff on Sunday. South
Yeah.
Pond plays
Everyone's
at
10
8
a.m.
o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
So should we wrap up and maybe head over here?
yeah, you guys are assholes if you're not here for that game. Actually,
Okay, we can win a game first.
No.
Flex and I play against
Sunday.
Scheideira, the Brazil.
Shader.
you guys are actual assholes. if you're
Some of them got called up in the
Brasileiro.
They got called up in the World Cup squad.
yeah, I'm sure,
Yeah.
dude.
Toffee talk, like I said, Everton shit away the chance at Europe. And boy, did they really have it there for a second. They were up 1-0 on Sunderland. Brentford was losing. We were in a European spot.
We went from 8th to like what?
We were
11th?
looking good at the
Generational
game
jinx
too.
out of flags
I did text
on
and
the-
said,
on
"Don't
the
look
chat.
now," but we are in Europe.
That was crazy.
That was awful. About 20 minutes after that, Sunderland scored, then scored again, and then Seamus Coleman comes on for his farewell and doesn't track the guy, and they score again.
Just brutal.
Tottenham to close it out. Tottenham's obviously going to be needing it. Our European dream is all but dead unless I think 50 different things happen for us. It's dead. On to next season, Mike. On to getting some squad depth and spending some money in the summer.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We're winless in 6. You know,
We've
you don't deserve
Everton
Europe
out
if you
the
go
rest of the season.
winless in 6 in your last 7 games of the season.
Jesus Christ.
So
So
many
what a
points
collapse,
lost.
dude.
So many
Just a-
points
just a
lost. Like
collapse.
last second.
so much
goals.
opportunity. I mean, you go 2-2 against Brentford when you should win that game.
City game.
2-1 against Liverpool. They score a 99th minute
Yeah.
winner on you at your home ground. 2-1 against West Ham, a team you should definitely
Yeah.
be beaten.
Should
even
have
though they're
drawn at
struggling for
least,
their life.
and then Callum Wilson gets his
Should have
goal.
beat City and then we let them back in. Palace 2-2 should have won that game.
2 different leads, and then
we're up 1-0 against Sunderland. And yeah, the equalizing goal,
Yeah,
horrible. Jake O'Brien plays a square pass
Yeah.
that just gets picked and no one can catch him.
yeah.
The second goal's really no great goal either.
Just the balls across the
And
box
then yeah,
have been awful.
we sub in Seamus Coleman way too late. I mean,
Hey, congrats, Seamus Coleman.
shout out, hell of a
Yeah.
career.
Yeah, man.
That's just kind of a bummer of a
Bad
way
way
to
to end it at home.
His
Definitely.
last home game.
Yeah.
That's how we
But-
go out.
Still. Congrats.
I mean, and also
Legend.
congrats to Sunderland. I mean, what they've done this season has been
Now they're
nothing short of
a European
fucking
spot.
incredible. They went from a playoff in the championship to
Yeah.
get promoted. No one thought they had a chance really to stay up, me included, to comfortable mid-table, and now they're really competing for Europe.
Granit Xhaka.
Granit Xhaka, Siddiqui with him in the midfield.
Siddiqui's
Just a
so
couple of
nice,
fucking
dude.
ballers.
If Siddiqui
Yara,
figures it out, he's going to go for like rookie mill.
Robbie, Isidore, all these guys are just proper ballers. They play really good soccer. Some muscular dudes up top.
Athletes.
You can watch that first goal or
Maybe
the
Gronk
second
on
goal.
something.
James Tarkovsky gets bodied by Robbie. Not even close.
Yeah, Robbie's come on lately, dude.
He's-
Jesus.
yeah, looks good.
it's reason why Sunderland is
Yeah,
so high on
and
the table
the
now.
goals have dried up. Illiman and Yai scored like 2 goals in 20 games.
Yeah, he's
Dewsbury Hall's not scoring anymore, but they're
Maybe that means
asked
he
to play
stays?
all the minutes. Backline's toast. We need to sign a right back for sure. We need to sign a striker, another midfielder. Hopefully we get Grealish back. Looking forward to next season though. So can't be all doom and gloom.
big step up from last season.
Yeah.
Still,
And then other things in the Premier League. Let's hope Tottenham loses tomorrow, so that the relegation
Is that
race
tomorrow or
stays
Wednesday?
on. That's tomorrow, right after the
Yeah.
City game. They play Chelsea at
Damn.
Chelsea. Hopefully
Double
Chelsea
hate
can
watch
figure their
tomorrow?
shit out.
God damn.
Man City,
hate
FA
tomorrow.
Cup champions. That was a cagey affair. Some questionable refereeing.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Chelsea probably should have had penalty.
Did you see the Man U game yesterday with Bomo's handball? It's ridiculous, dude.
It's pretty bad.
Basically palmed it. They said, play
You're not
on.
allowed to do that.
And then Premier League adjacent, we have a Europa League final this Wednesday.
Yeah,
Freiburg versus Villa
Freiburg?
at the Tupras Stadium.
Shout out Jadon Sancho, who's been on a Twitter heater.
Has he?
Yeah, dude. He's just been like retweeting everyone saying good things about him, but like quote tweeting it too. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then one guy commented like, Jadon Sancho played 4 minutes in the run into this championship game, and like now he's coming out of the woodwork talking like he's a man. And he was like, damn right, brother.
Damn right, brother.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, what a
Bring him to the World Cup.
hell yeah.
Little Kevin
Nah,
Durant in him right there.
Man, good
Um,
luck to the villains.
Legend.
power rankings.
Fuck them.
Arsenal's gone 1.
Yep.
Bournemouth 2.
Okay.
City 3.
Sure. Brentford, did they end up winning that game? Didn't they?
I think they may have come back and won it. Yeah.
Shut up, Bournemouth, dude.
No, they tied. Oh, excuse me.
By the way, if Bournemouth does beat City tomorrow, I don't care what happens the last day, they're ending
They
the season as
tied.
number 1.
Yeah, the Time Palace. You can't give them that for Time Palace.
Are we,
Brighton
are we
do?
keeping Brighton?
Brighton's been, yeah. How's what's Sunderland's recent form? Because your one's a good one.
No, fuck. That's
No, Brighton lost this weekend. Brentford tied. Sunderland's not been in really great form. Leeds, though, pretty great form towards the end of the season.
honorary shout to Leeds for Brendo.
Sure. How's Nottingham Forest doing, actually? They've been on a heater.
They lost their last game.
All right.
Leeds.
All right, so last week it was Bournemouth, Arsenal, City, then Brighton. This week, Arsenal and Bournemouth switch places. Arsenal 1, Bournemouth 2.
That was the United
City stays in 3.
Huh?
That was the United
Brighton
game.
is
done.
swapped out for
Gibbs White scored a
Leeds.
filthy goal.
A little cross pond news before we get into the journey to the World Cup, finding our team. Manager Mania. Mourinho was confirmed at Real Madrid to be the manager for the next season. There for the very famous Spanish side with a whole lot of fighting in the locker room. The chosen one and his persona comes in. Is that going to work out there, boys? It's a 2-year agreement right now.
Yeah, it'll work for 2 years.
He was undefeated at Benfica this year.
It'll work for 2 years. They'll re-sign him, and then it'll go shit after that.
He'll probably win something next year.
Yeah.
After a trophy this season.
You'd
I
hope
mean,
so.
It can be worse than it was this year.
Yes, it can.
Maybe.
Maybe.
He'll
Pep
probably instill some discipline at the very least.
Guardiola
And some
out
racism.
at Manchester City as well. The FA Cup, potentially his last trophy.
Not
he won.
officially confirmed, but like 99.9%.
Fabrizio said it.
Yeah.
Fabrizio is saying that Enzo Maresca is the one waiting in
The wings.
Good for him, dude. Just gets fired from the Chelsea job. Now he's running City. What?
He left that.
Do you think
Chelsea
maybe
job.
Pep said, "Hey, it's yours if you're out of a job," and he said, "Chelsea, fuck you guys."
Do you
all of a
think
sudden
the
they're out.
players are going to know the difference? It's going to be like one bald Spaniard
Yes, they're gonna know the
for
difference.
a bald Italian.
I mean, Pep has run the Premier League for a while now. He's
Yeah, this is just good news
has not
for.
gone 2 seasons without winning a Premier League title his
That's
entire
crazy.
time there.
Maresca was part of his coaching staff,
Yes.
so that's a
Arteta was also a part of his coaching staff.
correct.
So,
But Arteta's not bald.
but opens up the Premier League potentially for
Bald
new
brother.
ownership. Let's get into Journey to the World Cup, where each of us will present 2 teams per week before the World Cup to let you know who you should root for other than the U.S. or whatever nation you are
Colombia.
rooting for. Colombia. Mike, you presented our current clubhouse leader, Curaçao.
Curaçao.
Start us out with your First Nation today.
My first nation today is Belgium.
Belgium.
Oh, chocolate.
Got some good countries today.
Yeah, some good countries today. Belgium is the first mainland European country to play association football.
Mm.
So they were one of the first 12 founding members of FIFA in 1904.
Oh,
Kind of interesting.
What a wonderful organization.
Or Great Britain, the UK, they predate them, but they're not
Oh.
mainland Europe. So there you go.
So
The Red
Brexit
Devils.
really affected that one.
Yeah, for
that's
sure,
not what
for sure.
Brexit is, but okay.
They left the mainland.
Yeah, it's in Pangea.
They separated themselves. They
The
pushed away.
continent separated. There was a supercontinent.
They had a
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
ore that they pushed off
Yeah,
the
they-
ground.
He said, we're disconnecting that.
Sean Deitch pushed them apart.
Oh no, you're not mainland.
The Red Devils, or the Roda Devils, in Flemish. The Roda Devils,
The Red Devils?
Wait, I love
The
it.
Red Devils?
in Flemish or Dutch, held the number 1 FIFA ranking for 7 straight years between 2015 and 2022. They're the
Did nothing.
only team to hold the number 1 ranking that has not won either a World Cup or a Continental Championship.
Losers.
So they were top dogs for 7 years.
Here,
but
you
had
wanna-
nothing to show for
You want
it.
to hear a secret? They weren't the top dogs.
No,
not even
on
for a
paper
second.
only. That goes to show what FIFA rankings really
Yeah, those
amount to.
Coca-Cola rankings mean nothing, bro.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So those are my fun facts about
Hell yeah.
the Roda
Wow.
Devils.
Shout out Belgium.
The Red Devils.
The Red Devils.
The Roda Devils.
The Red Devils.
Yeah, when I looked up that translation, I'm like, this is stupid. The Roda Devils.
The Red Devils.
Not nearly as good as
I
somebody.
also thought that
but-
Flemish was its own language, but I guess it's just Dutch.
I thought that was a type of Welsh.
No.
No. All right.
Aren't they like the phlegms and the something? And Oh no, that's in Belgium. Yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Eco.
History
My
teacher.
country is Portugal.
Oh.
Yeah, Portugal. They did win something in the
Cristiano
continental variety.
Couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. This is his 7th consecutive World Cup appearance. Seven in a row. 7 for Ronaldo.
CR7.
Is it?
Mm.
Or is it 6?
No. I mean, he's number 7.
Oh,
yeah.
Is this really a 7th?
By the way, Mike is sick. For those of you who have not clued in yet, just a little bit. After they topped their after they topped their group in qualifying, they are headed off to their 7th consecutive World Cup. Despite leaving off names, their roster dropped today too. João Cancelo, Mateus Nunes.
Did it actually?
Cancelo, wow.
Cancelo, Nunes, both of them
What?
did not
Wow.
make it. A couple other big names too. Still one of the leading contenders for the
Darwin
World Cup.
Nunes?
No.
That one is
Mateus
Uruguayan.
Nunes.
I know.
Mateus Nunes, the Man City guy.
Mateus.
Yeah. So even though they left out some
Mateus
big
Nunes
names,
didn't make it?
no, he did not. Cristiano Ronaldo and one of the top midfielders in the world currently, one of my favorites, João Neves, are still going to be some formidable competition.
Coutinho.
Looking to take it. If you're looking for a fun group too, which we'll get into here in a second, but Portugal looks like they can make a little run here. Not too surprising, but should be interesting. My fun fact from Portugal is that they actually have a bunch of rooster statues everywhere across their country. And the reason they have these rooster statues is that there was a legend called the Rooster of Barcelos, where in the legend a rooster comes back to life and saves an innocent man from hanging on the noose for a crime he did not commit. And so the rooster croaks and saves this guy's life, and
How does it save him?
it's a pretty long story. You want to hear the whole
I
story?
want to hear the whole
I don't
thing.
think you do.
I don't know if we want
The guy comes into the king and he's like, he sees a dead rooster and he's like, I promise you that I will be, like, I'm as innocent because you will know it when that rooster crows. And everyone laughs at him because it's a dead rooster. And then he crows. And they're like, whoa!
Isn't there a saying like that?
Sure.
Sure, there could be.
Either way,
I don't think the final squad's out for Portugal yet.
I sent it to, I saw it today.
I don't think it was.
I
'cause
think I
also
see
saw
a
rumors
projected
about-
one.
Oh, maybe. I could have gone fooled. I don't know.
I think you got bamboozled. I
Alright,
think you
that's
got
fine.
rooster.
Got bamboozled.
Either
Rooster
way,
hated.
Rooster,
You thought the rooster was
way
a pro.
back when, all these statues now, might have been the first instance of VAR. And they at least got it right.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe we should just do roosters instead of refs.
I
Put them in the video room. Just see what they crow at.
Fuck yeah.
Do
Shout out the
roosters crow?
roosters.
Shout out the roosters.
Like call.
They
Damn it, the
cock-a-doodle.
rooster. How do you
I'll
say
do your cock.
rooster in Portuguese?
Rooster.
Mane.
Roostero.
Money.
My first nation is Jogo Bonita. It is Brazil. Brasileiro.
They speak
Oh, it
Portuguese.
took out Mike trying to say it in the Brazilian accent. Not a Brazilian accent.
That
We
was
got some
not
fucking
Brasileiro.
juggernauts
Brazil.
today's boys.
Brazil is the most successful team in the World Cup history. They've won 5 World Cups. So if you're looking for a winner, you don't have to look too far. But their last win was in 2002. So you could also say
Been a minute.
they're due. They are due for another win. I think everybody kind of thinks of
Are they?
Brazil as the soccer nation. If you don't really know that much about soccer, they're also the only team that has qualified for every single edition of the World Cup. So they've been there. They won it, and they're ready to win again. They just recently called up their icon, their legend, Neymarcito. Neymar Jr. was
Neymar.
called into the squad, the 34-year-old that is one of the sauciest players out there. That is the way that the Brazilians play. If you like a little flair, some skills, embarrassing people fucking around, that is them. It is called Jogo Bonita, the beautiful game, coined by Pelé. You've probably heard his name. Pelé, I read the story today about Pelé that in their first World Cup, they hadn't won it in, I think, 34 years. It's been a minute since they had won it. Pelé's first World Cup, the manager came in and he made rules of no going to clubs, no partying, no women over. They immediately won the World Cup. The Brazilians, they love a good party. They love Carnival. The parties are amazing. But maybe they've been partying a little too much from 2002 to 2026. But if they don't party this World Cup, they might be destined for a World Cup trophy. And if you want to be a winner,
So what, we're anti-party now, dude?
Pele won the first Brazilian World Cup. He was on that team.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, they'd won in 1927. Then it was a long gap, and then he won
They did not win in 1927.
3.
Uruguay, Italy, Uruguay.
I don't know. That's what Google says.
World War II.
But Jogo Bonito, Brasileiro, the
No winners there.
Seleção, from the favelas,
They're going for the Hexa.
Brazil.
Hexacampeão.
Palmer, that is round 1. Who is the leader in the clubhouse?
Little fact check. 1958 was their first one.
So
Okay.
you don't even get your facts right.
That's where Pele was on that team.
Damn.
Was he on the first
Damn.
team?
No,
I
like
thought they'd won the
He won those 3, and then they won it again in the 98,
90.
and then
the
2002.
years are 58,
98.
62, 70, 94, and 2002.
Yeah,
Okay.
94.
like they did
Where was that World
backwards.
Cup?
So maybe just the gap between
Or
their first.
Where was the 94 World Cup, Jared? Estados Unidos.
the US?
And
of A.
US of A. Palmer, who's our leader in the clubhouse?
Boom, ta, ta,
What?
ta, ta.
Who won the first round?
Who won the first round?
Oh, Portugal.
There we go.
Portugal.
Why
Gotta
why
love,
Portugal?
Gotta love a rooster
cock
story,
talk.
dude.
Or Rooster Cockburn.
Cock talk.
Gotta love a rooster story, brother.
Original VAR. All right, let's keep
Wow.
going. Next one.
Cool.
Love me a good cock.
Do I go now?
Yeah.
My second country is Egypt,
Egypt.
land of the pharaohs.
Egypt.
Wow.
The nickname for their
Wow.
soccer team is the Pharaohs.
Wow.
They're the oldest national team in Africa.
We like these oldest facts.
We like
type
them.
things.
They're ancient. They were the first African or Arab team to qualify for the World Cup, debuting in the 1934 edition. Back
Mm.
before Brazil had even won their first World Cup.
Oh.
Can you imagine that?
Not according to Google.
Egypt is one of the strongest African sides historically. They've won 7 AFCONs. But even after featuring in 4 World Cups, they've yet to win a game. They've never won a World Cup match. So they're big dogs. They're top ballers. They're the Pharaohs of Africa.
Wow.
Big
But they
fish in
can't
a
get it
small
done
pond, I guess.
on the
dude.
world
God
stage.
damn.
No. Mo Salah and company are going to be aiming to change that this time around. In a very tough group.
Sick.
But it could be
How
done.
do you say the pharaohs in Egyptian?
Oh, I figured you might ask that.
Egyptian Arabic.
I thought you
The
might.
Pharaohs, or Al Farainato, are Africa's oldest footy team. So
Great.
if you're looking for a team to cheer for this year,
For old people
looking
that
for
aren't
Northern
good.
Africa team, you don't want to cheer for
Just
Algeria.
don't want to have a winner.
You want to cheer for their rivals.
If you're looking for 0 wins, this
Think of
World
Egypt.
Cup.
Think of King Mo. Think of Omar Marmouche.
Isn't it Pharaoh Mo?
Mohamed El Neni. Probably not playing anymore.
There's no way he's playing. Actually, he might. Probably.
Right.
It's like, what, 34? Probably.
All right. Egypt.
The club teams in Egypt. Pyramids FC. Great club team.
Hell yeah. All right.
Pretty sweet.
Mine holds a
El
special place in
Farinato.
my heart. We have Colombia as my second
Oh.
country here.
Colombia.
Playing in Portugal's group, Los Cafeteros are heading into this World Cup as one of the most exciting teams to watch and a true dark horse to make a run. Qualifying through the infamously difficult Cotton Bowl group, Colombia will be led by the electric Luis Diaz, who just finished an amazing season at Bayern. If you haven't been watching him, go watch him play. Cult legend James Rodriguez and industrious midfielder Richard Rios with a bit of flair in there too. Colombia's looking to make some noise in this World Cup. It's excited. Best ever finish was a quarterfinal in 2014. The only ever World Cup goal to win the Puskas. Shout out James
Fuck yeah.
Rodriguez.
Was it cool? What a goal.
Probably the most ecstatic I've ever been in my life. That was electric.
Amazing.
My fun fact for Colombia, however, is in the Santander region of Colombia, which includes my mom's hometown of Bucaramanga.
Ooh.
They eat fried ants called hormigas culonas, which literally translates to ants with a fat ass. So that is the delicacy of choice in the Santander region of Colombia. Apparently they taste like peanuts. Just fry them up, take off their wings,
I've
and
heard of
get
this.
to munching. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
heard that
I've
here
heard of this.
first.
There's like a
Hormigas
documentary or something
culonas
on
is pretty fire.
If your aunt has a fat ass, keep her out of Colombia.
Call her an
Fat ass
hormigas
ants, bro.
culonas.
Send her over to Brazil, their neighbor, for a PBS.
Hey, auntie, you gotta go check this out.
Auntie. Wow, what a interesting fun fact to end it off.
That's
The
fire.
the cocks in the ass.
Los Cafeteros.
Yeah, dude. Just a lot going on today. I was going to do the hippo
Hogs
fact,
and
but I feel like everyone's
BBLs,
heard that
bro.
one.
Do tell.
Of Pablo Escobar? You haven't heard
Oh,
the
yeah.
Cocaine hippos?
Yeah, he like brought in hippos from Africa for his like
they're
private
just
zoo, and they all
there.
got loose. And so now there's just hippos
now they're
running
just
around
like
Colombia.
roaming around.
They're still there?
Yeah, no, they're still there.
That's sick.
Yeah,
They made place their own.
It could be a sequel to
kind of.
Cocaine
They just
Bear.
like terrorize villages.
They made the place their own.
Like they have not. They're
Like the
not
most
docile at
dangerous
all.
animal in Africa.
It's
Yeah,
insane.
I wouldn't accept.
They have hippos in
They
Egypt.
have not made homes. They've destroyed homes. That's all they've done.
My nation, my second nation, and the final nation of today's grouping is Morocco. Morocco. Morocco, in the last World Cup, if you remember, was the first African team to reach the semifinals, going through Portugal, going through CR7, with a Moroccan coach, because they had fired their previous coach after the U.S. had beaten them in a friendly leading up to the World Cup. Hired a new coach coming into that World Cup and then made it to the semifinals. They are an up-and-coming team with a lot of saucy talent. Could top the group with Brazil in it. They've won the AFCON. They hosted the AFCON tournament and lost in the final to Senegal. Then decided, no, we actually did win it. And they've now gone back, and AFCON has said, no, Morocco actually won that game. So if you like a little bit of corruption, and they hosted it, we're stealing towels from the goalkeepers, fucking with them all game, lasers in the eyes, all the fun stuff. If you like a little anything it takes to win, this is your team. You need a little grit there. They're also the world's team. They're in Africa, only 8 miles away from Europe. Just across, just a little boat ride away. They also have a bit of home field advantage in North America hosting this World Cup, because Morocco sat beside North America on the prehistoric landmass. So, prehistoric home advantage for Morocco here. You
Pangea talking the pod
cannot
today.
overlook that. Pangea goes in Morocco's favor. They just got to the semifinal. Now they have home field advantage. Come on. That means they're making moves, boys.
Field advantage.
Sure.
Home field advantage.
Oh, sure.
There are 4 teams.
Shout out Morocco. That's gonna be a sweet game to watch.
Brazil
that's
Morocco is going to be
Bit of
potentially.
Morocco.
the
Yeah,
game of the
that's
tournament.
that's a have
insane.
6 beers in the bar and watch
Just
that
Still
one.
Morocco.
So saucy and see them all doing crazy
That'll be
shit.
very fun for sure.
Yeah, I did.
That'll be very fun.
Palmer. We now need the winner of this second round, and then
Of the day, of the day, yeah,
of the day, and then
So you can stick with the Roosters or one of the new ones.
I mean, come on. We got to go with the Colombian kid.
It's
right?
got to be the Colombian kid.
El Farina.
It's got to be the Colombian kid.
All right, so does it take Curacao spot? This guy, dude.
Dick Advocat.
I'm gonna go back and
What are we
read
doing here?
Curaçao's because it's insane.
Curacao is
I'm
the
a
first
fucking-
non-sovereign nation to
BK
qualify for the World Cup
Corsu.
since the West Indies.
The Cape back Corsu.
Get by Corso, bro.
Only one player on that squad was actually born in Curacao.
Here's Mike's fun fact for Curacao. Curaçao's national language is Papiamento. Mi Queba Corsu. That was his entire fun fact.
That shit was.
Are you kidding me right now, dude?
bro.
How has Curacao been
He
the
brought
leader
it
this
down
whole
so he could
time?
bring it back up.
That was
That
ridiculous.
is a Mike Tracy special.
And then I told
on
the
this podcast.
fucking
Bring it
story
down,
of
then
Dick
bring it back up.
Advocat and his family and the connection.
He really brought it down. But now it's
know
been
what,
brought
boys?
back up because Dick Advocat is back. Confirmed.
I think it's official. Footy with the boys is backing the Colombian national team.
Ah,
For the
new leader in the
2026 World Cup.
clubhouse.
I thought Colombia was exempt because we have Colombian representation.
Yeah, it's like representing the U.S. here.
Colombia's not official yet. It's not official
Dude, they
yet.
can lobby. There's
Yeah.
nothing against lobbying.
Bring some good facts, bro. Bring some
This
good
is how
facts.
Curacao goes down.
This is how Curacao
We
goes
still have
down.
the U.S. to go.
Dude,
Like, bring some Coruscant facts next week. Maybe
no. Curaçao's dead, dude. We're not revisiting Curacao every week.
Killed Curacao.
Revisiting
Also, the
Curacao
best
every
thing that it
week.
came up with was their national language. I don't think there's much more to say there.
I've also
Volume
we've
more.
talked about like 7 different fun facts that are more fun than just their national language.
Yeah, it's insane.
That was our first time doing this.
They're also the smallest country to ever qualify.
Yeah.
And Dick Advocat.
Dick
Anyways, Colombia reigns supreme.
I
Dick
will be rooting for
Hawkin-
Coruscant.
and BBLs today. What a pod.
We just can't, for all of our viewers
with
who are
some
watching,
crazy
we
shit
can't
next
have
time.
it be Curacao, dude.
Next
That can't be the team they watch.
next time, I'll be previewing Iran and New Zealand. Get ready for some fucking
What's going on in
insane fun
Iran?
facts.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Who are my next two? Let's see.
Supreme Ayatollah Ali Khalefi.
I have Haiti and Scotland. What a fucking
All right,
duo.
let's wrap her up.
Boys, some
Scotland.
final thoughts. Roster is out next week for the U.S. men's national team. Everything is going to be ramping up here. Final week of the club season, and then they're going to get into camps. We're going to see them face off against Senegal, see them face off against Germany here in Chicago. Thoughts going into roster release week?
If Neil Kennedy isn't on that fucking squad, I'm rioting, bro.
My name's Neil Kennedy, and I will be the
He's gonna be
striker for the US
destroying
men's national team.
Schmeichel. We should put him on our locks.
He's moving the goalpost, though. He said in his most recent post, I will be a striker in the year 2026.
Oh, for the US.
Sick.
Neil Kennedy,
I hope
Rob.
their roster looks nothing like ours. And I don't even know if that would be a good thing or not, but we will see what happens.
I'd be
and
happy
we
to
will,
see some.
we'll be here to talk about it.
surprises could there be?
Some young kids. That's all.
Why would you say
Low
that?
key.
Why would you say
low
such a
blow?
crazy jinx? We're gonna see Will Blackman as the
Who's Will Blackman? Tristan Blackman.
Tristan Blackman. Yeah, Will Blackman is
There's
the
another
wide
one?
receiver for the Jaguars, though.
If he makes it,
way back in the go.
Ohio State.
maybe he's a good
Yeah.
athlete.
Shout out the Gunners who are within 7 days. We will know their fate. So hell, within 24 hours, we just might.
Shout out to Gunners.
We will be here to break it all down. Shout
Rest
out
in
to
peace,
viewers.
Everton. Rest in peace, Curacao.
Rest in
Yes.
peace, Chris. Shout out
R.I.P. Sign us off with the letter of our people, our language.
Okay, bye, Corsu.
Pika by course. All right, until next time, subscribe, like, peace.
The Arsenal is gooning and Nico just lost his voice. Mike and Flags are crying tears of joy for David Moyes. The USMNT just lost again, but there's no choice. It's ride or die until the end on Footy with the